We are going in at roughly 5:22. Sheila is off because I can see everybody. Just try to keep, and I will try to keep an eye on anybody who joins. And we are going back in public session at 5:28 by my clock. And I can give this to Sheila so we can move forward. Public session resumed at 5:28 p.m. During executive session, no motions were made or votes taken. I had gotten the prior date information from Lieutenant Tuttle. So the motion is to extend the sick and injury leave effective March 16th of the firefighter in question until we meet again on April 10th, 2025. Do I have a second?
Yes.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. That takes care of this. I sent the commissioners as I,
Sorry, Commissioner Brennan,
pardon?
I'm sorry, should we have Sheila just add executive session into the meeting on the 10th as a placeholder?
Yes, please. Good catch. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not expecting he came back, but we should know a lot more about his return date.
Yeah,
And Bill, it would be great if he had a doctor's note anticipating by then.
yeah, he'll have one into the town anyway, and then I'll get a copy of it for you guys.
Great. Yeah, and it may have an update then. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't take coming here to ask you for these things lightly.
Yeah. And we've always noted that. So thank you. Commissioners, I'd like to go on to the other agenda item, which is following up on our discussion last time on one item, because in order to make sure I had the language of the resolutions correct before I sent them to charter revision, I went back through and listened to the tape multiple times. And we kind of struggled with the last paragraph, which currently reads, which is section 10.6B5, currently reads, within the limits of the appropriations made for the purposes, determine the number of persons employed by the department and of the several ranks and grades and their compensation. At our March 13th meeting, we came up with, within the limits of the appropriation made for the purpose, advise on the number of employees by the department and the several ranks and grades and their compensation sufficient for the town needs. At that point, Commissioner Finneran raised the issue of reporting, and I've always been frustrated that the commission is not brought in earlier in the budget process so we have input and are in a position to advocate. So in listening to the discussion that we had, I came up with a new draft that I wanted to run by you. And everybody I emailed. It reads now in my draft, as part of the annual budget preparation, the chief shall provide the fire commission annual updates on existing staff levels, including the numbers of persons employed and authorized by grade and rank and recommended changes, period. The fire commission will advise the first selectman on the number of persons employed by the department and the several ranks and grades and their compensation are sufficient for the needs of the town. One, better that it is before budget and influence it rather than when the budget's already in place was part of the thinking. Because once the budget's in place, there's really not much they can do about it anyway. And when we've intervened in the past, it's been in anticipation of a budget application. And And that was specifically for the fire marshals. Your thoughts, please.
I read it, Dorothy, and it sounded okay to me.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Finneran?
Yeah, hold on. Am I muted or no?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, so I concur. I think the fact that like it's getting the chief to give us where we currently stand. I think that's what, like, I think you phrased that perfectly. Like, where are we, right? And so we can then come together as a group and talk about that and put our brains together and then because we know they're going to come to us for more heads or less heads or we're promoting these people and we're kind of promoting and hiring into a vacuum. We've always relied on the chief to say, oh, we need this. Well, now we're going to have an ongoing discussion around it. So we really know if we need to push back on selectmen or women, whoever that is, at any time to say, hey, no, we really need to do a class to interview, or we really need more lieutenants, or we really need more chiefs right now. So I think you did a fabulous job with that. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Plitzis?
I'm good to go. I think to Mike's point, as long as it's the report of it should be like a from to here's where we are and here's where we're planning to go for the budget season. As long as that's covered on the language, I'm fine. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Commissioner Burke?
Yes, I agree. Thank you very much for working on that, Dorothea. That's very helpful.
You're welcome. Commissioner Cinto?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I'm going to reread it again because I realized there were a couple of typos. I was doing this late last night. As part of the annual budget preparation, the fire chief will provide to the fire commission, correct, as part of the budget preparation, the fire chief shall provide to the fire commission annual updates on existing staff levels, including the number of persons employed and authorized by grade and rank and recommended changes. The fire commission will advise the first selectman on the number of persons employed by the department of the several ranks and grades, and their compensation are sufficient for the needs of the town, period. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion to
Okay,
approve as
Alex,
written.
hand up, second.
Seconded.
Commissioner Finneran, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. It's unanimous. And since this is a special meeting, we cannot cover anything else. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
Seconded by Jenny.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
I've got everything
You,
else.
Dawn,
on.
very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, charter
Have a
revision.
great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very
Thanks, guys.
good.
Gotcha.
Aye.
Bye.